two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Jeff Traylor Stadium to a soggy fall night here where your Gilmer Buckeyes finally, after several lightning delays, get ready to take on the Spring Hill Panthers. Jeff, as the kids said to me down in the field house earlier today, I think we're going to have some drip to go with the new drip, meaning that the new uniforms,
you're
the
gonna
Jordan
have to
uniforms.
You're going to have to explain this.
So for all you folks out there under or over the age of 21, drip is how the kids refer to new clothes or
Something
jewelry,
really cool.
something really nice
looks really sharp.
that they are wearing, and they are
Like
very
if you came from the 60s, you might say, we have this groovy new outfit.
Threads. That's drip.
Yeah, it's groovy. And then now it's like, hey man, my threads are drippy. I don't know where they come up with this stuff. I really don't, but it's drippy.
Well, they are excited, and the Buckeyes are all in orange. and fired up tonight at senior night to get ready to take on the Spring Hill Panthers and to drive another nail in the coffin of a district championship, Jeff, which is really what matters, as we are finally ready to play some football here after several delays. The Buckeyes all in orange. That is officially a dark color by UIL standards, Jeff, so we'll explain this. Spring Hill is all in their navy blues, and that's the official light color.
I was convinced that I was going to not like this outfit. When Braden was explaining it to me, it was all orange. It was orange pants, orange, bright orange. I mean, like neon orange. I was like, I'm not going to like this. I'm going to go ahead and just start wearing the coaches out for this decision right off the bat tonight. But honestly, I was in the field house earlier tonight. They look sharp.
They do.
They really look good. I mean,
do.
I was totally wrong. I apologize to whoever made that decision. You are much brighter than I.
Well, we will have lots of interesting things uniform-wise, obviously, as the playoffs approach. But finally, the new duds, the drip, is here at a drippy night. Right now, Jeff, it's barely sprinkling. And we've had the lightning clear off, so we've got about a 2-hour window here to get as much football in when it's dry as possible. The Buckeyes win the toss, but they opt to kick off and defer to the second half, and they are kicking off with a pooch kick as we'll start this game.
All right, fair catch on the 30-yard line. And so that's how we're going to open the game. Spring Hill's going to take over at their first possession, rather, at the 30-yard line. Good field position for them. I want to remind everybody tonight, this may be a little bit of a, this is going to be a, the Buckeyes are picked as a 69-point favorite in this game. I'll just put it that way tonight.
And you're not joking.
And yeah, and so even though we're starting a delay tonight, look for the clock to run fast tonight. So it may not be as late a game as you think. Spring Hill's coming out in the top formation. They're sending one wide out. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle. Quarterback options out to the right side. Look at this. Big room to run. And a nice option play there. 8-yard gain.
That is a tackle out there by number 4, Dylan Bowman, who makes that tackle after the pitch. It's an 8-yard pickup out to the 38-yard line as Spring Hill gets themselves into a second and short position, and obviously what they want to do. But as you said, Jeff, this is going to be a lot of run the ball here tonight in these wet conditions from both sides.
Which is also going to make the game go fast.
That's right.
All right, here's another option play. This time they hand off up the middle, and a nice run of about 6 yards and a first down for Spring Hill out to the 46-yard line.
So a little different attack than the Buckeye Black Flag defense saw last week, where they run in the 2 techniques, and that's Seth Jordan, and of course number 44, Braylon Ward, has got that locked down. They're going to try to run outside those guys. So you'll see Seth bump out to a 5 technique, and those linebackers really have to come up and feel. But Spring Hill's got a first down in their first drive.
All right, another option. Quarterback keeps it.
Fumble,
and the Buckeyes are running with it. And so it looks like Buckeyes have gotten the ball. I didn't see how that happened, but the offense is coming on the field. Buckeyes have the ball. Great field position, the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that's number 24, Kevion Smith, Kevion Brinkley. And Kevion gets out there, and he's seen that first pitch, and he just went and intercepted it. He got a hand on it. It bounced right back up to him, and the young sophomore with the big play and a turnover gives the Buckeyes 1st and 10 on the offense now from the Spring Hill 34.
All right, so here's the first offensive possession for the Buckeyes. High snap, pulls it down. Quick pass, complete outside to, I believe that was number 15, Webb. That is the receiver.
Brendan is another young sophomore, really coming on lately, Jeff, as we talked about during the coaches show. Picks up 8 yards on that quick pitch. That's just basically the Buckeyes' version of a sweep play.
Of a sweep play, yeah. 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 in tight to the left, 1 back in the backfield. It's Haynes. Here's the snap. Rolling to his right side, looking to pass. Low pass, not sure if it hit the turf first. That was complete. Nope. Going to say it's a no-go. That was Hamilton, the intended receiver, but he's going to say, no, that hit the dirt.
Waved off by the line judge. Originally said it was a catch, and then he changed his mind. In these wet conditions, that's just the Buckeyes trying to outflank Spring Hill. You saw that pitch over to Webb for an 8-yard gain on first down. That would have been a first to Hamilton to the wide side of the field, but now they got 3rd and 2. But, Jeff, this is obviously 4-down territory for the Buckeyes no matter what. I think probably Mr. Haynes gets his first carry here for a first down.
All right, here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Putting it in the air again, this time overthrown, intended for Webb. And Buckeyes just, I think they're trying to get some practice in for throwing wet balls. You know, they're going to probably see that in the playoffs, and it's a good idea to go ahead and, hey, let's figure out how to throw a ball when it's wet.
Well, that one sailed a little bit, so now you got to pick up the first down. Need the 24-yard line for a first down, snapping this from the 25.
Haynes is deep in the backfield, takes the handoff, and I think they might have tripped him up before he got to that first down marker. It's going to be close.
He does pick up the first.
He picked up the first.
Ashton always falling forward, but that was a good play by the defensive end, just barely getting a hand on as the offensive line on the right side does a good job, but just creeping through there to get a handout, tackling Ashton before he really gets started.
Ashton goes in motion. Quarterback keeper, right side, up the middle, behind the tackles. That's going to be good for about a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, and Caden really kind of maybe rushed that a little bit because he fakes the pass before anybody reacts. He's already planted his feet and gone upfield in that quarterback draw. I think that's just a reaction time there. And the first time we've really seen that play from Caden, just got to get the timing, but nevertheless picks up 6 yards on first down. Not a bad start.
All right, here's the snap. Dropping back. It was bobbled and intercepted. They hit his arm right when he released it, and so we've got 2 turnovers, which you see a lot in a wet game. Maybe a lot more of them in this game before it's over, but they Spring Hill Panthers have intercepted it on the 14-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye defense once again.
Yeah, and that just kind of got knocked out of Caden's hand right when his arm was going forward. But one thing to notice is the Buckeyes were not shying away. They ran 6 plays there. 5 of those were pass plays. And he had an open receiver in the middle of the field, tried to step up, but just hit the defender's arm, and that kind of fluttered out, and the linebacker made a play on it. Gives Spring Hill the ball 1st and 10 from their own 15.
And this could be a turnover once again. Like I said, this ball gets pretty slick. More the game goes on. Handoff,
there's a fumble.
Fumble again.
And the Buckeyes.
Nope, they're going to say Spring Hill got it.
Quarterback got back on it. Number 1, Tyson Wilson, coming up from his safety spot, almost scooped that right out from under him. That's going to be a loss of 1, but you called that one. Just call another one, Jeff. That was pretty good. You just anticipated that.
Like
turnover.
I said, you're going to probably see several tonight. That ball gets wet. They try to keep a stash of dry balls over there on the other side, but never seems to work that way. Handoff up the middle, nothing there. Buckeyes defensive line stops them right at the original line of scrimmage.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 11 for Spring Hill. Not exactly where they want to be. Deep in their own end, 3rd down and long. Not a passing team. Spring Hill comes into tonight's contest 4-6. They're only 1-4 in district, and obviously a very, very large underdog to these Buckeyes here tonight. But they opened the game, Jeff, taking the ball and having a first down before they made that turnover. Now they find themselves in 3rd and long early in this first quarter. 8:15 left to play in the first quarter. No score as 2 quick turnovers have trapped Spring Hill down deep in their own end. 3rd and 11. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I just saw some lightning over in the distance. They may be calling this game here in a minute. All right, they launch one up in the air, and it's going to fall incomplete. I don't know who's in charge of watching for lightning, but I just saw some over in the south. You remember the game we played a few years ago where it took until like 1 o'clock in the morning to get
Yes,
finished?
that was a rain delay game in Allen, Texas.
Yeah, in Allen.
And we were there until well after midnight, and that was a no-fun contest against the Pleasant Grove Hawks that night. But here we've got 4th and 11, and it seems like both teams are really anxious to just get this game in.
Yeah, so here we are standing on the 2-yard line. The punter for Spring Hill. Nice snap with a wet ball. And takes a big Spring Hill bounce, and it's going to be downed on the 46-yard line. So nice punt there by Spring Hill.
Good starting field position for the Buckeye offense. Once again, it comes off that turnover interception. And Kevion Brinkley starts the Buckeyes with the turnover, and then Caden Tennyson, his fellow sophomore, gets his arm hit and returns the favor. So we're at 0-0 with turnovers. Jeff, I'm kind of a little bit amazed that the Buckeyes come out throwing the football. 5 out of the first 6 plays are passing plays for the Buckeyes. Let's see if they maybe try to keep it on the ground here. 7:48 left in the first quarter, 0-0. Buckeyes 1st and 10 from the Spring Hill 46.
All right, here comes the snap. Handoff up the middle, Haynes. And he runs into a wall pretty quick, gains about 2 yards on the carry. Spring Hill stepping up and really kind of looking pretty good so far early in the game.
Yeah, and that's usually, can answer my own question, why would Gilmer throw the ball early? It's because they got 8 guys in the box down there, and they're daring Gilmer to throw. But that run into numbers still picks up 2 yards.
All right, Gilmer's going to the air again, and it's going to fall incomplete. Pass was intended for number 4, Cade Bowman. It was just a little bit behind him, and not able to reel that one in, so we're looking at 3rd and 8. And they're bringing Will Henderson into the game.
You got to think this is probably 4-down territory as well, Jeff, especially if you pick up about half the distance that you need here on 3rd and 8. You are spotting this ball inside the Spring Hill 45, and with the confidence that that Coach Metzel has in this offense, look for him to go for it here if this is a positive play.
All right, 2 receivers left and right. Haynes in the backfield. Henderson goes in motion. Jet sweep. Cuts upfield. Cuts again out to the right and slips on the wet grass. Flag on the play.
Wheels Henderson to the 41. Offense. Illegal block in the back. 10 yards from the start.
Illegal block in the back called against the Buckeyes. That's going to back them up.
That's Jeremiah Noble that got that call. That the defensive end trying to get through that block just kind of turned his back to Jeremiah right at the last second. That's going to back the Buckeyes up probably to their own, let's call it 45-yard line, unless they're going to decline this penalty and call it 4th down. Let's see if that's what they're doing here,
Yeah, this
Jeff.
will kind of be interesting, actually, because
Correction. Spring Hill elected to decline that penalty.
yeah, they decline, so it's like 4th and 5. That's a huge mistake, in my opinion.
Yeah, they should have backed Gilmer up. And we're going to take a timeout here with 7:10 left to play here in the first quarter. 0-0 the score. And we are still running the clock here.
Yeah, a fake timeout.
Exactly what it was.
It was a fake timeout.
Yeah, to change the play clock, actually.
All right, so we got 3 receivers. No, 2 to the left. Going to have 2 to the right. Haynes is in the backfield. And they got 4th and 5. If I was Spring Hill, I would have taken that penalty.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a 15-yard penalty. You'd be looking at, 3rd and 23. And I would have, and Caden is going to run it, and he's going to get down to the 1st down, and that's going to be a 1st down for Gilmer. Spring Hill doesn't think so, but I believe he made it past them.
Down.
Yeah, it's 1st down.
They're going to move the chains here, and Caden really read that properly. He doesn't throw it out to Will.
Tennyson, the ball carrier.
We're going to say we're going to measure this, but
you don't need to measure it. It's 1st down.
If you get to the 41-yard line, or excuse me, to the 36-yard line, you make a 1st down. So you measure by how close you are over here on the side, and they look like, yeah, it looks close, but I think the referees kind of knew as well how close the spot was going to be. And we are going to take a timeout and bring the chain crew all the way from the Spring Hill sideline all the way over to the Gilmer sideline. And if he made it by the nose of the football. Eric, I think you've got a better camera shot maybe than we can even see.
Yeah, I think I didn't think the spot was exactly where he went down, but let's see what we got here.
Spring Hill football.
Spring Hill football. Well, I'll be dog. There we go. Spring Hill excited about that. They're excited about their performance so far in the first 6 minutes of this game against the Buckeyes. Ranked number 2 in the state, undefeated for the season. They're feeling pretty good about how they're playing tonight so far. I think they feel like maybe the rain might be a good equalizer.
Very much so. Very much so. And well as they should, because obviously, tweaking that ankle, Ro Fluellen out tonight. You still have several key starters on the outside out tonight for the Buckeyes for these next 2 games. They're going to get well and rest. No major injuries whatsoever. But to start this game, Spring Hill, certainly to your point, Jeff, feeling very good about where they've started. 6:36 left in the first quarter, 0-0 after a couple of early turnovers by both sides. And now a second turnover by the Buckeyes who get turnover on downs. Gives the ball 1st and 10 to Spring Hill at their own 36. Best starting field position of their night so far.
All right, one back in the backfield. Type formation. Handoff up the middle, number 32 for Spring Hill. And, of course, the Buckeyes driving backwards. Nothing there.
Yeah, Jeff, I tend to agree with you. These orange uniforms grow on you a little bit. They are certainly not timid and not discreet.
No. Mike Ward sent me a text a while ago, and he said, I agree that they pop on television.
They really do.
You know, now all the good fans are here in the stands. There's a lot of them here watching in person, but Mike Ward's at home watching, and I don't know what that says about Mike's
personal commitment to Buckeye football.
That's exactly right. Coming to the other side, fumble, and they recover it. So that's the third fumble tonight for Spring Hill.
Seth Jordan in on that one, of course. But, Jeff, you also see the second drive in a row that the Spring Hill Panthers are third and behind the chains. So third and about, let's call it 10 and a half. That is going to be third down. If you heard DJ Bulls, our stadium announcer, call that fourth down, that is third down, actually.
I think they're going to have about 7 fumbles tonight, probably.
Oh,
because of the way
it's coming down out there, Jeff.
Yeah.
It is raining.
Yeah, it's raining really hard right now. So look for some fumbles. Buckeyes will pick up at least a couple of them. Great pitch outside, and look at this guy out in open field, running for his life all the way across midfield down to the 41-yard line. That was an outstanding pitch, and I'm talking about some hard rain falling. By that, I mean he pitched that 10 yards, it looked like.
Yeah, that was almost a pass.
It really was.
It looked like a second baseman flipping that ball over to the shortstop.
I'm telling you, that was a great job by the quarterback for Spring Hill, and a nice run by the tailback.
Picks up first down to the Buckeye 41, and of course that's just option assignment football. Amara Arona, the normally very sure-handed guy, got kind of caught up inside on that play. And to your point, Jeff, that was like 10 yards wide on the pitch. That was almost like a pass.
All right, type formation. And quarterback keeps it, pitches again, and this time they drop him for a loss. They're going to generously give him a 5-yard loss. He hit the turf at about, nope, they're going to move it back a little more maybe.
Yeah, that Seth Jordan is one thing that they hit. That they tried to run the same play to this side.
Well, we've said his name a lot this year.
Seth is really coming on.
Seth is he's large and in charge.
Now, they bumped him outside since last week, Jeff. He was side by side with Braylon Ward in that 2 technique inside tackle last week against that we call it a tight zone read, that they attack that A gap. Spring Hill attacks the C gap, and they've moved Seth, who's played out there, to at that 5 technique normally. And, boy, he just totally controls that whole line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he is a tough kid, I'm going to tell you. Bad pitch, fumble, Buckeyes recover.
It's in no matter of time.
Okay, so there was number 4. Number 13, Jeremiah Noble, picks up the fumble. Buckeyes get the ball. You're going to see so much of that tonight.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it is raining, folks. And I mean, it is kind of coming in little waves where you'll get a little respite. Right now we've got a little respite. It's still sprinkling, but it's not just literally like in the shower raining.
Yeah.
And
that's a power word, man. That's impressive. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking to pass, going deep. And I mean launching a bomb way over the head of Hamilton, the intended receiver. I'd like to say hello to Miss Sharp out in California, who is having a Buckeye watch party all the way out in California.
Yeah,
they have a group of people that come over and watch Buckeye football. Can you believe that?
I love it. And I kidded her about living in communist California, but there's Buckeyes out there, so I got to stop using that phrase.
You're going to have to find a new phrase. All right, here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Look at Henderson finding room to run outside, and he is probably going to take that to the house, and he does.
It just, Jeff, you don't know how fast that boy is until you try to tackle him.
I think I just heard DJ call him Wheels Henderson instead of Will Henderson. I kind of like that. Wheels Henderson.
When your daddy names you 3rd generation Tomahawk, I'm not sure you can better that much.
Yeah.
But Wheels is very appropriate.
Wheels Henderson. I thought that was really cute.
As he certainly takes that one 46 yards into the end zone in 2 plays. That 3:57 here left in the first quarter. The Buckeyes strike first, 6-0 with the extra point left to come.
Nice run there by Henderson. Kick is up and good. So let's take a commercial break. We will be right back with more Buckeye football. Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon. All right, we're back to Jeff Traylor Stadium where the Buckeyes just scored and the rain is coming down.
Yes,
and
sir.
I mean, it is coming down in buckets right now, and it's very sporadic. It's on and off.
The respite is over.
The respite is over, whatever a respite is. And it is coming down right now. So tonight is senior night tonight, so we're celebrating all the seniors. In fact, the football players, the Buckeyes, will be celebrating them at halftime. We've already done the other groups. Here's a high kick, fair catch on the 23-yard line.
That's about as nice as you can play it with field position there. Nice high kick.
There's some
and
lightning.
There's some lightning that may get some attention here by the referee.
Yeah, they didn't see that other one, but they couldn't miss that one. And
yeah, they're keeping an eye on this with an app that says if it's within 7 miles, then they will remove teams and remove fans from the bleachers.
Yeah, for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, for a half hour until it clears is it's the recommendation of the UIL, let's put it that way. But both these teams, again, we're almost a quarter through this game.
Yeah, it's thundering also, so it's not like you can. Yeah. So here comes Spring Hill's attempt to try to stay in this game. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Fullback's got a little running room there. He gets a little bit of yardage, probably about 5 yards on the carry. All the senior parents are in the stands tonight as it's senior night where we're recognizing all seniors for band, ROTC, cheerleaders, drill team, football, the whole deal. I know maybe 3 parents that are not here tonight. They're all home eating chili. But all the other good parents are here tonight with them. They will remain nameless. They know who they are. All right. Here's a handoff again up the middle. And again, nice run there by the fullback. Up the middle, 7-yard gain, first down.
That's Hawkins. He is the senior fullback. Kind of been the lone bright spot for Spring Hill all season. As they run this kind of veer option out of a double wing set, exactly the same set if you watched the game last week in Paris, North Lamar. They run the same set. A little bit more athletic, I would say, here in Spring Hill. That's, of course, the one victory that the Panthers have so far in district. But 1st and 10 nonetheless for Spring Hill. Here's the snap.
Here's the snap. Handoff again to the fullback, and this time he's going to be dropped for about a 2-yard loss. And actually, I was talking about those other parents that were eating chili.
They're all texting
at home.
you now.
I was going to eat chili no matter what tonight because we got up here in the field house, and the school makes us dinner, each week. And the school made chili. So we had chili tonight. And Dina made chili at home.
Well, it was a chilly night because it is quite literally chilly, and with the rain pouring down here. Bring up 2nd and 8 from the 37 for Spring Hill.
All right, here's the snap. Quarterback keeps it, pitches. What a great job that tailback is doing. He lost 5 yards, but what a great job he does. One-handed catch on the pitch. And if you've ever run a option, which we have done,
yes,
we've run an option before. It is a tough offense. You're doing a read on the fullback, down the line, and usually if a defensive lineman steps up, a defensive end steps up in your face, you got to pitch it quick. So the tailback's got to be really handsy to be able to grab that pitch. And this guy's doing it in the rain.
Yeah, he was staring at Kendall Jackson 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage on that play. 3rd and 13 now for Spring Hill. They start over and have almost a false start.
Yeah,
they didn't snap it, so there's no flag. Now they are going to take a timeout.
Oh, they're taking a timeout. We'll do the same and come right back to Jeff Traylor Stadium in just a few minutes.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
All right, we are back. Jeff Traylor Stadium.
Buckeyes lead 7-0 with 1:23 left here in this first quarter. As we are looking at the record for 2022, Spring Hill has won one game all year. That was against Gladewater Sabine. They've been beaten by Liberty Ilo, and they've also been beaten by Paris North Lamar 27-20.
What are they doing here? I think they're sending. It looks like they're sending the boys in, folks, and that because Spring Hill it looks like they're headed to the locker room. They are.
So are the Buckeyes.
Yeah, they're taking them in. So here's what's going to happen. Todd and I are going to sit here and tell jokes for the next 30 minutes. So stay tuned in. Todd's going first, and no, we're going to have a delay. And normally, it's about 30 minutes. That's kind of the recommendation. So. If it clears out, they may come out a little early, but more than likely, we're looking at another 30-minute delay. So we're going to run you some great commercials.
And a couple of more entertaining things for Buckeye fans because, fortunately, we have prepped up some stuff that we can actually go and watch from past exciting Buckeye State Championship videos, etc., that we've shown at the ring ceremony is on your laptop. I know because I watched you put them on there. So we will have some.
I have to pull those out of my file again.
Some filler.
And if Kevin Hurt would like to run me a bowl of chili up here from his house that he made chili tonight, and I want to try it, I would be okay with that. I would meet you back behind the press box and have some chili. So, folks, we're going to take a break here. So check back with us in 30 minutes. The time currently is 8:37. So check with us, right at 9 o'clock, and we'll try to finish the first quarter by 9 o'clock. So hang in there, Buckeye fans. We'll be back.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzy and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck.
Yeah!
He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzy & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzy & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. It's gonna be alright.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck.
Yeah!
He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi and Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. It's gonna be alright.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. It's gonna be alright.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzy and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams, lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck.
Yeah!
He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzy & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzy & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzy and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck.
Yeah!
He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzy & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzy & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. with all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. It's gonna be alright.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
All right, folks, we're back to Jeff Traylor Stadium and back to the action. So come on back to your television as the Buckeye defense is going to take the field once again where we left off. 3rd and 13 for Spring Hill. 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Buckeyes lead 7-0. Here's the snap.
Did you write that down somewhere? All right. Oh, and the quarterback goes down. Buckeyes, it's number 40 down there on the hit. That is...
Yeah, that was Seth Jordan and Connor Dunn just getting them done with a sack to bring this to 4th down and about 20. And Cade Bowman's going to be back about his own 40-yard line to field this punt. 54 seconds left now in the first quarter, and the Buckeye offense is going to get the ball back.
This is Cade Bowman's first punt return.
And here's the kick. It's a bouncer. And Cade's going to let this one go.
Yeah, wisely let that one go. Come on now. Good. And that was Cade's first punt return attempt. I know he was wanting to get a shot at it.
Rolls to a stop at the...
And so Buckeyes are going to come over and take over. It is 9:18, and we're almost done with the first quarter.
This is a long one, folks.
Yeah.
We've had some longer ones, but
yeah, we have, and I hope this is not one of those. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. Buckeyes have 1st and 10. Ball's on the 33. Here's the snap. Handoff. Will Henderson up the middle. And Will takes a couple of shots and stays on his feet. And a nice, hard-fought 3-yard run.
I like what KJ did there, the fullback, is Will took a couple of hits and just stood there with one Spring Hill Panther wrapped around his leg, and KJ just tried to literally just haul him forward for about a 3-yard pickup. As this will probably be the last play of the first quarter with 4 seconds left. Let's see if the Buckeyes get this snap off.
There's the snap right at the line. 22, Henderson around the right side. And he is down the sideline again. This is what he scored on earlier with a jet sweep. And Henderson picks up big first down there. And they're going to flip the field and come on back. Buckeyes lead 7-0 at the beginning of the second quarter. And we've been talking, if you just joined us, about the Buckeyes' new uniforms. And unfortunately, they debuted them when we only have a couple of hundred people in the stands.
Well, you'll see them again, and some other exciting things is we'll just give you a little background. The Buckeyes, after 2 straight state championship appearances, were invited to become a Jordan school. Now, there are less than 10 Jordan high schools in the United States, and the Buckeyes were chosen as one of those 10 to wear the Jordan brand, and we accepted that and chose these all-orange uniforms, which were highly, let's just say they stand out. But they didn't come in time, and so the Buckeyes have waited up until now to be able to get these uniforms in, and the kids are excited about it, and we're excited about kids being excited. So you will see a little bit more of these and some other interesting things as the Buckeyes start the second quarter with a 7-0 lead, 1st and 10 from the Spring Hill 43.
All right, from the shotgun, here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Henderson. Quick pass inside. Complete to number 4, Cade Bowman, and Cade's going to be good for about 7 yards on that carry.
And the rain has let up as we've got a little break here in the cloud cover after that rain delay. 11:40 left to play here in this first half and counting, but the Buckeyes knocking on the door of the red zone. 2nd and 4 from the Spring Hill 36.
All right, here comes the snap. Got one back in the backfield. Going down to the flats and right through the hands of Hamilton. Great, nice thrown pass, but ball's wet, shoulders are wet, just slipped right through.
Yeah, to your point, Jeff, not the first time that we're going to see that tonight, as it's just been torrential. Little break in the action now, another respite, if I might use that word. 3rd down and 4 for the Buckeyes. They need the 33 for a first down, 4-down territory for sure.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Henderson dodges tacklers left and right, and he's going to take another one to the house.
Yeah, you just don't know how fast is until you try to catch it. And a couple of those defensive backs for Spring Hill say, I've got him, and by the time literally they try to tackle him, he's not where he started. As Wheels Henderson, as DJ Bulls, our stadium announcer, has got that nickname canned now, Wheels Henderson. I still prefer Tomahawk. That's the coolest name ever. It's on his birth certificate.
The kid's got a lot of cool names.
And he can roll, too. When you're a 16-year-old that runs a 10-400, you call him anything you want as long as it's not late, because he is fast.
All right.
14-0 after the extra point. 11-17 left in the first half. Buckeyes already got this one under control. We'll be right back.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
All right, we are back to Jeff Traylor Stadium. Buckeyes lead 14-0 at the start of the second quarter. So we are ready for kickoff in the nice bright warm orange outfits.
All that.
Like it. I love it.
The Jordans. And Jeff, yes, your eyes are not deceiving. You're not watching a tape delay. We have had weather delays here. And here's a kickoff. Fair caught at the 32 where Spring Hill will take over 1st and 10, trailing 14-0 to these Buckeyes. And the defense has picked up right where they've left off the last couple of weeks, Jeff, and really kind of stymied this Spring Hill offense and turnovers, right? I mean, just have a knack for getting into the backfield and wreaking havoc. And this is a talented Buckeye defense for sure.
Well, I'm not sure it's not the best one we've ever had.
Yeah, it's close.
I've said you have to maybe go back to 04.
That's right.
To see that I remember. You know, I'm sure there's another one in there somewhere that I'm not giving due credit to, but honestly, just that much talent in every position. I think you got to go back to 04. All right, handoff to the fullback up the middle, and he's good for about 4 yards on that carry, 2nd and 6.
Braylon Ward just reaches out and does his purple people eater Pac-Man routine and just slings down the fullback. Of course, this option is a different breed of assignment football. It's all about making sure that you are taking care of your assignment on defense. There's the dive man, then there's the quarterback, and there's the pitch man. Buckeye defense has done a great job with it so far. Here's 2nd and 6 for Spring Hill.
All right, here's the snap. Quarterback keeps it. He never intended to even do anything but that, as he just picked it up, and there was nothing there. They're going to drop him probably for a loss of a yard. They're going to say he got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that's pretty generous, Jeff. They're just going to make it easy on the chain crew. They didn't have to move at all on that one. 3rd down and 6. They need 42-yard line to get the first down. They're snapping this from the 36. And this is the 3rd straight drive that Spring Hill is looking at 3rd down and more than 5. We'll see if they got something up their sleeve here.
All right, here's the snap. Quarterback options it to the – and the Buckeyes all over that one. They're going to drop him for a loss of about 2.
Seth Jordan, Jeff, he literally is stringing that out
he
from a
strung
tackle.
it out all the way over there.
He makes the tackle literally on the sideline, and he's playing defensive tackle, and nobody's outrunning him as he gets great leverage and keeps them flanked. And you can't play that option football better than that right there. That the Buckeye defense absolutely shutting down Spring Hill, and they're going to punt again.
4th and 8. This time Hamilton is the deep man. Back to receive the punt. And they get off a really nice punt. Hamilton tries to field it, drops it, picks it up, heads upfield, headed down the middle of the field, dodging tackles, gets all the way out to the 45. Nice return there by Hamilton.
Yeah, we got
flag
a Buckeye
on the play.
We got a Buckeye with his helmet off. That's number
Chris Ginn.
Yeah, that's number 19. And Chris is a tough dude. And we got a flag that came down as well right behind that. I think that's probably going to be against Spring Hill to add to really what was a good return of about 23 yards from Hamilton.
Hamilton returns at 23 yards. Flag on the play. Personal foul. Number 30 on the Spring Hill.
Yeah, personal foul against somebody from Spring Hill. 15 yards going to be marked off against Spring Hill. I think they jerked it right off of his face. They face masked him and just jerked his helmet right off his head. Yeah. That's a pretty, most face masks are inadvertent.
That was pretty inadvertent.
That was pretty, when you rip the guy's helmet off, you're after some blood here. Great field position, 1st and 10 from the Spring Hill 40-yard line.
Yeah, if you're Spring Hill, it's not like you need to help out the Buckeyes any, but they certainly did there.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff up the middle, and Henderson has to break a tackle in the backfield. He gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I actually think that's Kevion, Jeff.
Oh, is Brinkley in there now?
Yeah,
I think you're right. So Brinkley gets about a yard on the carry.
Kevion with a great game last week as a young sophomore comes up and getting quality snaps here on the varsity. That's going to pay dividends later on for sure.
All right, handoff up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry, bring up 3rd and 6.
Buckeyes playing fast now with 8:34 left to play in this first half. 14-0 lead for the Buckeyes. They're driving 3rd down and 6, 4-down territory from the Spring Hill 36-yard line.
All right, here's the snap, low snap, dropping back. Caden looking to pass, got a man open in the flats, dropped. Webb, and again, the ball's just so wet.
It's just wet.
These are easy passes that these guys are dropping. We may not have halftime. We don't have bands tonight. They may just take they're supposed to recognize the football players at halftime, the senior football players at halftime. So I'll have to go down there if they do that real quick. But there's not going to be much of a halftime tonight. So you better stick around if you're listening at home. We might make up for some lost time. Here's the snap. Same play. This time it's reeled in by number 13, Jeremiah Noble. We've had 2 drop passes out in the flat in a row, and so we finally were able to reel one in. And that's a big first down on the 20-yard line of Spring Hill.
Great throw and catch there by Caden out to Jeremiah, and you're going to hear that a lot the next 2 years or so.
All right. Jet sweep to number 15, Webb, and what a great defensive play there by the defensive end on Spring Hill, who drops him for a loss, but there is a flag on the play. More than likely probably going to be against the Buckeyes, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's holding, and most likely Spring Hill is going to decline that. and take the loss on the play. Jeff, I do want to announce that hopefully some foreshadowing going on. The Gilmer Lady Buckeyes volleyball team defeated the Carthage Bulldogs in 5 sets today.
Well,
So
even
proud
better
of the
than
girls.
that, even better than that, they lost the first 2 games and then
won
came
3
back
in a
and
row.
won 3 in a row. Yeah, that's exciting. Don't
is
you know
exciting.
that 5th game was awesome?
I'm telling you, I'm so proud of those girls and the hard work that they put in as well. And you know, they advance deep every year in the playoffs too.
Yeah, good for them. Here's the snap and draw play up the middle. Brinkley headed for the house, touchdown. Actually,
Brinkley gets. Yep. That's his first varsity touchdown, Jeff. As we got a lot of Buckeyes getting their first touchdowns. You see, number 29, Alex Sims got one last week, and now Kevion Brinkley gets one this week. As Kiki does a great job in that draw play, and it was sold very well by Caden Tennyson. Puts another touchdown on the board for the Buckeyes with 7:32 left to play in this first half. They lead 20-0 with the extra point left to come.
7:32 left to play in the first half. There's the kick, and wet ball or not, it is right down the uprights. Gilmer 21, Spring Hill 0. We'll be right back.
2-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams, lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
All right, back to Jeff Traylor Stadium. Buckeyes set to kick off. It is 21-0 with 7:32 left to play in the first half.
Well, I did see number 13 Jeremiah Noble before the game tonight, and as we have a high pooch kick once again, it's an instant replay taken at the 30. But Jeff, I told Jeremiah, I said, "Now, hey, you like the new uniforms?" He said, "Oh, Mr. Todd, I really like the new uniforms." I said, "Well, right now they're undefeated and unscored on. Make sure that when you turn it back in tonight, it
it's
stays
the same
that way."
way. That's right.
And he said, "Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point." So far, the Buckeyes with 7:32 left to play here in this first half, leading 21-0. In the orange new Jordan Drip are doing pretty well for themselves. And like you say, Jeff, they were 69-point favorites over Spring Hill tonight. We didn't think that was going to happen due to the weather. But 21 points in the first quarter, and that's 20 more than they need to get a W and get out of here, which I would be happy given the weather if we could do that. First and 10 Spring Hill from their own 30.
A light drizzle handoff to the fullback who runs into the back of his own guard and falls down. And, you know, it's just so wet out there. I mean,
it's crazy.
You know, he loses 2.5 yards on that and literally just runs into his own guard and falls down.
Now, I want to say a special shout out, Jeff, to my son JT, who got his Eagle Scout.
Oh my gosh, isn't that great? 16 years old and already has his Eagle Scout.
60 some odd merit badges and a whole lot of hard work. So proud of him, and I laughed at that because JT, that was reminiscent of the butt fumble play that we just watched.
Yeah, way to go, JT. We're all proud of you for that, buddy. All right, they're going to pitch it, and it's a fumble. There's number 5. We're looking for 7 tonight. There was number 5.
There's number 5.
And that's going to bring up a long third down. This is about 3rd and the Dairy Queen.
It's once again not where Spring Hill wants to be. Back inside their own 20 now.
3rd and 21.
Yeah, it's. I'm not sure that Spring Hill has anything necessarily in the playbook to get them 21 yards at this point. But in these wet conditions, I think the Buckeyes will be on the lookout for anything. As you got Brendan Webb back there and number 22 Will Henderson at safeties.
Quarterback's in the shotgun looking to pass and almost picked off there. Number
That's Chris
19,
Guillen.
Chris Guillen. It just goes right through his hands, and he is so aggravated. He would love to have picked that one off.
Hey, I was impressed. The last play with Chris Guillen is he got his helmet jerked off and thrown down, and he did not respond. That was the thing I was proud of, is that he literally just kept his cool and knew he was going to get 15 yards and celebrated that and showing that PRIDE. That is a great job by Chris on that play as well.
All right, so here is a punt attempt by Spring Hill. Their punter's pretty good. Gets off the punt fast. And this is going to get to be returned by number 10, Hamilton. Cuts back to the left side. Got a flag on the play. And probably going to be against the Buckeyes. I'm thinking that maybe we had an illegal block back here that set that up.
Yeah, it was, and I'm trying to get the number on that. I think that's Will. That's Will Henderson, 22. And Coach Metzel is coaching him up on that and basically saying, look, it's behind the play. Not getting on him for the block, but just basically saying, look, if he's already run by you, there's no sense of blocking that guy. And that is not a bad thing when you get coaching opportunities, but this good, probably 26-yard return is going to come back to the spot of the foul.
Number 25.
Yeah, illegal block in the back.
They are going to say that that's 25. That's Jamar Bird. I blame that one on Will Henderson. That's sorry, Wheels. That was not your call.
That's Todd. That's just so unprofessional.
I'm telling you, it's just
back to the 32-yard line.
It's just padding the stats of whoever the running back is at this point.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Buckeyes going to start 1st and 10 from their own 32, and they're going to be 68 yards away from pay dirt. 5:51 left to play with a 21-0 lead over Spring Hill. Start this first half. Spring Hill is going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them and be right back after these messages.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
All right, we are back here in Jeff Traylor Stadium with 5:51 left to play in the first half. Gilmer leads 21-0 on a very wet and rainy night. And it is drizzling right now. It's not too bad, but it's intermittently it'll be fall hard and then go back to a drizzle. But no matter what, it makes the ball slippery and hard to manage. So here we go. 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the short side of the field. Haynes is in the backfield. Dropping back, rolling for his life. Gets rid of it just in time, but that ball is going to be thrown low. Pass intended for number 4, Cade Bowman.
For you fans at home that are wondering, why are the Buckeyes throwing the football at this point when it's wet? Well, that's simple. It's called math. If you look inside the tackle box, and really that is basically everybody that is in a blue jersey with white numbers and a white helmet within about 3 yards of where the ball is snapped in terms of the vertical lineup, that's called 7 men in the box, and the Buckeyes are always going to throw against that because it's made to stop the run, which is exactly what you saw there. So Spring Hill is going to a kind of strategic defense to dare the Buckeyes to beat them in the air.
Well, and they can do that because it's raining.
That's right.
I mean, that's the advantage that they have tonight. That's a good strategy.
And one of the reasons why Spring Hill,
because you wouldn't do that in drive.
No, one of the reasons why Spring Hill didn't mind playing tonight was because of that. 3rd down and 7 for the Buckeyes. Definitely need to pick up this first down.
It's good practice for us throwing in the rain. You may see some of that in playoffs. Pass complete to number 10, Hamilton, for a first down at 45.
Nice pitch and catch there from Caden Tennyson. Out to Amari for a first down right at the 45-yard line. Just runs the out route, knows exactly where he is on the field. Keeps both feet in bounds. That catch would have been good on Sundays. Moves the chain for the Buckeyes in a 3rd and long situation. It's nice to see them execute under those circumstances.
Buckeyes send 3 receivers wide to the right. Hamilton over here on the short side by himself. And they send a blitz. Pass complete to number 9, Haynes, and he's going to be good for about 8 yards, maybe 9.
Ashton Haynes
Yeah, just great hands by Ashton. That's the first team All-State running back right there, and he is so gifted. Picks up 9 on first down, right where you want to be.
Hand off to Haynes up the middle, gets the first down, and all the way out to about the 39-yard line.
Haynes picks up
So Buckeyes eating clock.
And that pass to Ashton on that 9-yard gain, Jeff, they brought a blitz, and it was picked up nicely by the offensive line and read very nicely by the young sophomore quarterback, Caden Tennyson. He throws that to his hot man, Ashton, and he picks up 9 yards on first down. That's just like you draw it up.
All right, here's the snap. Quick pass. Webb inside. Webb breaking all kinds of tackles and then tripped over by the turf monster. And for those of you that don't know, that's a real thing.
That is absolutely. When you're
I was wearing Braden Rash out for it last week for tripping. He had the biggest hole he's ever seen in his life, and he fell right through it. That was merciless on the ride home from Paris. 2nd and 2. After the nice run there by Webb, Haynes goes out, empty backfield from the shotgun. And they're going to blow that dead.
And I think the Buckeyes are going to take a timeout to talk about that. It's a little confusion. 3:17 left in the first half. Buckeyes driving with a 21-0 lead. We'll be right back after these messages.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck.
Yeah!
He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
All right, back to the action. Here's the snap. Dropping back, nearly dropped the football. Going for the end zone, and it is almost, did he pick that off?
No, it hit the turf. That is incomplete.
He said no, but that was incredible. Did you see that young man? He went under his legs.
Yeah, just.
I wish we had replay right here.
Yeah.
I thought he bobbled it, went under his legs. I thought he came up with it, to be honest with you.
It's hard
now,
to
that's
see.
the first time we've seen Haynes go that deep for a pass.
Yeah, and he had a touchdown, and Caden just underthrew him. Again, wet football. Otherwise, Caden has got a better grip on that. But that is a great and perfect call, and Ashton had that one in the end zone, but underthrown, and luckily it's not intercepted. Buckeyes get another chance with 3rd and 2.
I bet they'll hand this one off. What do you think? Handoff up the middle. Haynes busts out to the right side, and he will take it to the house.
That's your first team All-State tailback right there, folks. That is Ashton Haynes, and H is the man. He is just too gifted not to run through that hole. And once again, Buckeyes score to bring this to 27-0 with 2:59 left in the first half. And Ashton said, "It's okay if you don't give me the ball, just hand it to me, and I'll take it to where it belongs." Touchdown, Ashton.
Yeah, I'd like to have seen him had a chance at catching that ball. We haven't seen him in a
can
deep
catch.
route like that.
He is. I'm telling you, Ashton Haynes is probably one of the best top 4 or 5 football players in the state of Texas in 4A. And he's going to wind up on somebody's roster on Saturdays and make them very happy.
All right, there's the extra point. Under 3 minutes left. Gilmer leads 28-0. We'll be right back.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
All right, we are back to the action.
Congratulations to the Buckeye volleyball team who came back from being down 0-2 to defeat Carthage.
And the Buckeyes set to kick off.
And placed second in the district, headed for the playoffs.
And 28-0, with plenty of time to put one more on the board.
Yeah, especially with the wet football and timeouts. The Buckeyes have 2 left. Only 28-0, but this game's gone in the first half, Jeff, just like you said, outside of that 30-minute interruption that we had that's tough on any team, both teams really. But the Buckeyes haven't missed a beat. Kicking off once again.
All right, fair catch once again. And so they're just not even going to risk running that.
Jason Wilkins.
So
high pooch kick has been the play that the Buckeyes have obviously seen on film because they've done it every time tonight. 5 kickoffs for the Buckeyes as they kick off to start the game and then score 4 touchdowns.
You know, a high pooch kick like that is just nearly almost like an onside kick with a wet ball.
That's
you,
right.
You think about him dropping, the ball.
You better not drop it because Will Henderson is there.
Yeah. So, all right, here's Spring Hill trying to fight their way back in the game. Handoff to the fullback, and he's got room to run. Best run of the night, 10 yards and a first down.
Out to their own 42-yard line, and they got some reserves in there. You can kind of tell when they run to the non-number 44 side of the field. Let's put it that way. As Spring Hill, executes that play because, Jeff, they run it probably 70% of the time. They run that wing back is the pitch man. It's that Navy short snap shotgun. You notice he's not under center. They snap it short.
All right, pitch. And the Buckeyes all over it. Sniffs it out. Seth Jordan was all over the quarterback as he pitched it. And then, of course, the corners and the linebackers come up and take out the are they saying timeout, Buckeyes?
Yeah, the Buckeyes take a timeout to stop the clock there with 2nd and long. One more timeout left will force Spring Hill to punt after this, and the Buckeyes will have about 2 minutes with the football to put some more points on the board. But, Jeff, you're saying it exactly right. Don't run onto Seth Jordan's side. I mean, Seth Jordan is 5 yards into the backfield before the pitch ever happens. So he's either going to tackle your quarterback 5 yards deep, or if you pitch it, he's going to tackle the pitch man 9 yards deep.
Seth's always been a solid program player.
He is, but he's blossomed.
This year, every game he's gotten, it seems like better and more dominant. I think we call out his name. We've been calling his name out in the last four games more than Amaro Arona or anybody else. I mean, he is everywhere.
Well, he's featured against these offenses that try to run this zone read, and we'll see more of it next week in Pittsburgh as they try to basically bring a ground attack and try to catch fire like they did last year and make the playoffs late. Obviously, I don't think they're going to have much luck against the Buckeyes. We'll see what they do tonight against Liberty Ilo. But they've got a chance to make the playoffs, Jeff, like they did last year, and they went 3 rounds deep. So good luck to Pittsburgh, but just not next week. 2nd down and 15 now for Spring Hill.
All right. Fullback through. Nice run there, about 10 yards on that one.
Kendall Jackson's going back in at linebacker with 3rd down and 2. Coach Metzel opting not to use the timeout quite yet, but if we stop him here on 3rd and 4, then he definitely will and force a punting situation. As that was about a 12, maybe 13-yard pickup to make this 3rd and manageable for Spring Hill. The black flag got to bow their neck if we want the ball back this half.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff once again, same play, and that is for some reason working for them earlier.
They're blocking that up on the 2nd level.
Well, the Buckeyes went to a single linebacker.
Right.
They put everybody down on the line. The last play, Braden Rash was the single linebacker there, and he got blocked by the tackle, and it just happened a second time with, I think that was Kendall Jackson maybe that was in there at the time. No, they got Elias Castile in there. So handoff once again up the middle, and they're getting some yardage off of this, whatever this set is here.
Julius Hawkins picks up
He picks up about 5 or 6 yards on that carry.
Yeah, 59 seconds, and now Spring Hill, after a 5-yard pickup, is going to take a timeout. We'll take our final timeout of the half before the Juicy's halftime show and come back with the conclusion of this first half right after this.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact the customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
All right, they have announced that we are going to have a 12-minute halftime tonight, and as we honor the seniors. And then I guess no bands. All right, quick pass, and that is a first down. I'm going to head down and turn it over to you, Todd. I'll be back at the beginning of the third quarter.
Which hopefully shouldn't be long with a 12-minute half. We got 53 seconds left in the first half. Your Buckeyes lead 28-0, but maybe a shot here with the Panthers putting it in the air for the Buckeyes to get the ball back. 3rd and 5 with 1 timeout left that Coach Metzel will certainly take here if Spring Hill does not make the first down. They've had success running the ball. They complete their first pass of the game on that last play, pick up a few yards, and they're in the same set on the left hash. They're going to run zone to the left, dropping back to pass, and he's going to throw it deep, and that is intercepted by number 1. That's Tyson Wilson, and he's going to be returning this one. And look out, folks, he's got a convoy as he brings it all the way back to the 45-yard line.
Pass intended for McLean.
Tyson picks that one off and sets the Buckeyes up and saves them a timeout. So absolutely the Buckeyes with time to come score again before the half with a 28-0 lead. Sets up the Buckeyes. They're going to mark this at the Buckeye 48-yard line. Great catch there by Tyson, who picks it and returns it. Let's call it 42 yards back to the Buckeye 48. He caught that one inside his own 10. Twins out to the right side, twins to the left, ball spotted at the left hash. Caden in the shotgun takes a snap, drops back, hits a quarterback draw. He cuts it upfield, and he's got room to run. He cuts inside the 40 down to the 35, tackled at the 33, will move the chains for the Buckeyes and stop the clock with 33 seconds left. And Coach Metzel will call his final timeout. No, we actually have a Buckeye down. That is number 70 for the Buckeyes, an offensive lineman. And that is never a good thing, that is Mr. Posada, as he is down. And the trainer out there to see what the issue is. 33 seconds left in this half. We will take a quick timeout and be... No, we're not going to take a timeout.
I got the juicy thing.
Yeah, I tell you what, folks, we're not going to take a timeout. We're going to wait this one out before we start the Juicy's halftime show. And they will check on Mr. Posada and see exactly what is going on. They're going to help him up there. And he has got an issue with his left leg, but he will walk off with some assistance. As he has played so well throughout the course of this season. He looks like he just turned an ankle there, which is good news for Buckeye fans. Better news is 33 seconds left to play. And Caden Tennyson on the right hash has got an empty backfield. This is absolutely a passing set as the clock runs, and the Buckeyes will snap it from the Spring Hill 33. Here's the snap. Caden drops back to pass, looking deep, throws it up deep to number 13, Jeremiah Noble, catches it for a touchdown. Sophomore to sophomore. We told you last week, folks, get ready. because Jeremiah Noble has got some hands. He makes that acrobatic catch last week against North Lamar over the shoulder down to the 2, and he gets rewarded with a touchdown catch there with 20 seconds left. It was after an interception by Tyson Wilson all the way back at his 8-yard line 4 plays ago. Results 38 seconds later in a Buckeye touchdown, and stretching this lead out to 34-0. Of course, thank you to the guru in statistics, Mr. Joe Dodd. We know what that means when the Buckeyes score 30 points. Here they have scored 34, looking for the extra point, all in the first half against the Spring Hill Panthers. We've got nothing going on offense. Here's the kick is up, and it is doinks off the goalpost. It is no good. 34-0 with 20 seconds left. We'll be right back after these messages.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams, lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Back to the action here as the extra point is missed. In this wet weather, that is a rarity for the Buckeyes for sure, as they have done such an outstanding job all year on special teams. 20 seconds left. Buckeyes lead 34-0. They're favored by 69 points over Spring Hill in the first half. They've lived up to that. Here's the pooch kick that is going to be taken at the 32-yard line on a fair catch, and the black flag will come out to defend most likely one more play. I think Spring Hill will probably, as the rain comes down here a little bit, take a knee and take this to the locker room, and we will go down to the field for senior night to honor our Buckeye football seniors. We will have a 12-minute half, folks, so you are not going to see the Buckeye Band march. Good luck to the Buckeye Band, who Tuesday will make their appearance at State. They got third place in State last year, one of the best military marching bands in the state of Texas. As Spring Hill is going to snap this from their own 33 in a normal formation. They're going to run the same zone read, and the fullback is tackled immediately by number 0, Aaron Bell. And we tick down to under 10 seconds, and that's probably going to be the final play of this first half. Very successful weather and all for the Buckeyes. 34-0 is their lead. And we will watch the last few seconds tick off the clock as the Buckeyes get ready for a senior night short presentation, and we'll come back with the second half.
That takes us to the half.
So we will also, in the Juicy's halftime show, take a couple of looks at other games that are going on. But first, we will take care of our seniors on the Juicy's halftime show. We'll be right back after these messages.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. It's gonna be alright.
Braden Rash, senior, number 26, running back, linebacker.
Mike Colbert, senior, number 6, outside linebacker, running back.
Connor Dunn, senior, number 40, D-line.
Ashton Haynes, senior, number 9, running back and outside linebacker.
Dylan Henson, senior, number 27, linebacker.
Braden Seymour, senior, number 77, center.
Chris Guillen, senior, number 19, QB.
Sergio, senior, number 60, O-line, D-line.
Zach Easley, number 12, senior, DB.
Braylon Ward, senior, number 44, D-line, tight end.
Ron Llewellyn, senior, number 17, receiver and safety.
Tyson Wilson, senior, number 1, strong safety.
Kendall Jackson, senior, number 2, linebacker.
Omero Rona, senior.
Print at Gilmer High School. Stone Bates. Escorted by parents Jody and Cody Bates. Cade Bowman. Escorted by Brian and Jennifer Bowman. Davy Branscombe. Davy's escorted by parents Jimmy and Terry Branscombe. Kevion Brinkley. Escorted by his mom Nicole and grandmother Deborah Brinkley. Connor Dunn, escorted by his mom, Erica Dunn. Zachary Easley. Escorted by parents Kimberly Easley and Jason Easley and Todd Kane. Sergio Echeverria, escorted by parents Rosita and Guillermo Gonzalez and siblings Ana and Elder. Roland Llewellyn, escorted by his dad Daniel Llewellyn and mom Sherry Llewellyn. Jose Govea. By parents Jose and Maria Govea. Chris Guillen. Escorted by Coach Daniel Dodd and his brother Alexander. Ashton Haynes, escorted by his mom, Tracy Haynes, his dad, Brandish Haynes, his brother Trace, and grandfather, Charles Tennyson. Amari Hamilton. Amari is escorted by his family, Doya Swift, Maddie Swift, and Javante Witt. Dylan Henson, escorted by parents Sarah and Rick Ernest, siblings Sadie, Lily, Tanner, and Bodie. Grandparents, Deborah and Joe Bell. Kendall Jackson. escorted by his mom, Chauvette Finch, dad, Kendall Jackson, sibling Keegan, and grandfather, Coach Henry Jackson. Seth Jordan, escorted by parents Andy and Kelly Jordan and siblings. Landon Manning, escorted by his family, Bob Lansdale, Adam Lansdale, Samantha Guac, and Jacob McGinnis. Javarian Martin, escorted by his father, Willie Martin, his mother, Jean Bell, Charles Brooks, sister Brianne Hornsby, and Jacqueline Martin. Javarian was nominated and selected as a recipient of the Burlsworth Character Award this year. This award is named after former Arkansas Razorback Brandon Burlsworth, commending great character and sportsmanship. Congratulations, Javarian. Dustin Morrow, escorted by parents Chris Morrow and Danielle Teal, and sibling Adrienne. Homero Orona, escorted by parents Martin and Maria Orona. Eliezer Posada, escorted by Miguel Chavez and Claudia Avila. Braden Rash, escorted by Mr. Jeff Rash. Braden Seymour, escorted by his parents, Brian and Nicole Seymour. Braylon Ward, escorted by his mom, Jerry Royal, and brother, Rashad Ward. Tay Webb, escorted by his mom, Ashley Webb, Tremaine and Joyce Williams, Anthony Webb, and Haley Burton. And last but certainly not least, Tyson Wilson, escorted by Doug and Shanika Wilson, siblings Trace and Tatum. We wish these seniors all the very best as they look toward their next steps and thank them for all they've brought to the Buckeye Nation.
Three, outside linebacker and fullback.
My name is Cade Bowman. I'm a senior, number 4, receiver and corner.
Seth Jordan, senior, number 5, D-line.
Kevion Brinkley, senior, 24, running back, outside linebacker.
Dustin Morrow, senior, number 32, D-line.
Tay Webb, senior, 33, D-line receiver.
Davey Branscombe, senior, 34, fullback and defensive lineman.
Landon Manning, senior, 72, offensive line.
Javarian Martin, senior, number 54, O-line D-line.
Eliezer Posada, senior, number 70, O-line D-line.
Stone Bates, senior, 46, outside linebacker.
Jose Govea, senior, 84, kicker.
And we're back to the action here after this short halftime. presented by Juicy's, and I tell you what, we are anxiously awaiting the Juicy's opening in Gilmer, Texas. My goodness, there are more fans for the Gilmer Buckeyes that are going to put on a little bit more than the traditional Holiday 10 this season, because we will have a Juicy's in Gilmer, Texas. And I tell you what, folks, we will have a whole lot of blood pressure medicine that is available to us after we gorge ourselves going into the summer, but we will be very grateful as the voice of the Buckeyes, Mr. Jeff Rash, after attesting to the fact that it's raining outside, he looks like he just got out of the shower. As Jeffrey joins me in the booth and the Buckeyes take the field. Want to send a special shout out to the Lady Buckeye cross country team who have qualified for state under Coach Mandy Simpson. She does such a fantastic job there. Of course, she's a runner herself, and so is Miss Stacy Smith, our classmate, that is the head girls coach.
Stacy Cruz.
Stacy Cruz. Well, she's always going to be Stacy Smith to me, as we were kindergarten classmates, as you and I were, Jeff, and she is one of the brighter spots in our whole class. And they do a fantastic job with all the Lady Buckeyes on the volleyball, obviously announcing that they came back from 0-2 down Carthage sets and qualified for the regional playoffs in volleyball by defeating the Carthage Bulldogs today in 5 sets. And Coach Smith's got the cross-country girls going to state. And all is well with the Lady Buckeyes on all fronts, as we have grown to accustomed to.
You know, it was only sprinkling before I went down there.
Yeah, and it just poured buckets. You had a nice shower,
yeah,
bro.
I had a nice shower. And
smell better.
Yeah, it smelled a lot better.
You just keep dripping. The drip's dripping on me now.
Yeah. And so you saw, I told Braden when we were down there, I was like, you see which parent loves you the most right here, buddy. So when you pick my old folks home one day, you put me in the good one. All right, it's a little grounder, bouncing around
to the
wrong guy, Ashton Hayes. And Ashton's getting a good return out to the 38 and a fumble on the play. And I think the ref's going to say, nah, he's down.
Yeah,
and by the way, Mike Ward didn't. I said earlier that I wish there was an instant replay.
Oh,
it is. It's Spring Hill ball.
You got to be kidding me.
Spring Hill ball. Well, it is very wet. But Mike Ward looked at the instant replay earlier when I said I wish we had an instant replay where the kid caught the ball on the interception and went under his leg. And then Mike says, it looks like he caught it. He said it was incredible.
Well, it only counts when they call it as that fumble right there. I think Ashton was down, but they called it a fumble and rewarded the ball to Spring Hill, and I don't even think they came up with the ball. But as bad as it's raining and as bad as things look on the scoreboard, Spring Hill will take any break that they can get. Starting the first half with the ball inside the Buckeye 40. Let's see what the Black Flag has to say about it here on 1st and 10.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff up the middle, fullback. Buckeyes driving them back. He maybe got a yard.
Ian.
Yeah, he's just such a strong kid.
I'm telling you, he is a beast.
He really is.
I can tell you this, Jeff. Watching those seniors walk across the field and having watched this class of seniors for 3 years now and the mark that they've left, this probably, Jeff, and I mean, I'm glad that Braden's a part of that class too. He's been a part of it. This is probably the most successful class of Gilmer Buckeyes that has ever come through here.
Yeah.
Having back-to-back state championship games, played in more games, and they're not done yet. There's still a whole lot of season left in 2022.
Well, we knew they were special back when they were kids.
Yeah.
We knew that group was going to be a good one, so I am glad Braden was a part of it. Handoff to the fullback, and he gets drilled immediately, loss of a yard. Yeah, back when these kids were playing on the playground, we were looking around going,
wow.
There's some pretty decent athletes here. You know, of course, as fathers, you know, we coach our kids in Little League and that kind of stuff, and you could just tell there was just a lot of talent. And so we were all excited about that group, and they have been steady. And it's not that they have the most crazy, you know, superstar talent. You've got the Amaro Aronas, and you got
Ashton,
and you got Fluellen, and you know all that. But they're just a bunch of good, solid program kids. That's easy to coach.
Yeah, and a bunch of good guys.
Good kids. Quarterback keeps it, turns upfield, gets a yard or two.
Interesting decision now for the Spring Hill staff on 4th down and what's going to be about 7 but inside Buckeye territory. Got nothing to lose with 10 minutes here left to play in the third quarter. Rain coming down. You may look for him to go for it, or even a quick kick here to try to pin the Buckeyes deep. But even a long field has not intimidated the Buckeyes offensively at all tonight. They've kind of had their way as we expected. But let's see what the Spring Hill offense does here. They line up to run a play.
All right, here we go. We're looking at 4th and 7. Fakes the pitch. Quarterback rolls to his left side, wide open. That was a great offensive play that failed. And luckily it failed, because it would have been 6 points probably for Spring Hill, as that was wide open.
Yeah, nobody really accounted for.
And then we got a flag on the play now after the fact. So that's a little different.
This is going to be a dead ball foul. So if this is against the Buckeyes, this is going to give Spring Hill a first down.
Yeah, now I'm not sure what the penalty call would be here. It was thrown 5 seconds after the play was dead and over. So I can't wait to hear what this is about. Sometimes it'll be somebody down there jarring, and
After the play's over.
After the play's over.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards.
After the play 19, Chris Guillen, something happened that they didn't like.
Yeah, they've already ripped his helmet off and thrown it on the ground, and he kept his cool. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, evidently probably some of this, more than likely. But either way, as an automatic first down, they haven't moved the chains yet, but
yeah, we will get the ball.
We get the ball, but it is a 15-yard penalty assessed, so it's 1st and 25.
First down.
So Buckeye offense with 80 yards to go to pay dirt. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Big hole. Haynes running for his life right through the middle of it. Breaks a tackle. Headed to the house. He's going to outrun them all the way. 80 yards and some new padded stats.
Yeah, thank you, Ashton, to Chris Guillen for giving me 15 extra yards. As your first-team All-State tailback, shows why he is the first-team All-State tailback, folks.
Yeah, he had a great holder by the offensive line, though.
The same exact play he scored on the last time. He just had to break a safety tackle, and he just keeps churning, and he is fast once he hits the open field. And thank you, Mr. Guillen, for the extra 15-yard stats there on that touchdown by Ashton. Took one play on that drive, 82 yards, touchdown Buckeyes, 9:16 left in the third quarter. 40-0 now your score, and extra point left to come.
This is a miserable evening. Oh, we got a fumble on the snap. Again, wet ball. So Buckeyes again going to fail to get the point after, so they'll be going for 2 next time. Bet you money on that one. 9:11 left to play here in the third quarter. It's 40-0. We'll be right back.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
All right, we are back to Jeff Traylor Stadium, 40-0 with 9:11 in the third quarter. And the Buckeyes are set to kick off. And they're going to kick it long this time. And it's going to actually be returned. Up the middle it goes.
Number 20 in on that hit.
Number 50.
Number 50.
Number 50 brought him down that time.
Turns it out to the 26-yard line.
Give that young man some credit.
Yeah, that's big. Number Cameron Brown, the junior, down covering that kick. Just a few halftime statistics, Jeff. First downs in the first half, Gilmer led 13 to Spring Hill's 5. Rushing, the Buckeyes were 14 carries for 201 yards. Spring Hill 23 for 69. In terms of passing, Buckeyes 7 for 15 for 86. Spring Hill 1 for 1 for 4 yards. 287 total yards for the Buckeyes, and, of course, 34 points. And we are back to action. 1st and 10 from the 25. It's going to be a straight-ahead handoff, and they're going to meet a wall of Buckeyes. That's led by let's see who gets off of that play. That looks like number 34 for the Buckeyes.
Number 9 at the bottom of the pile, Ashton Haynes.
And Davey Branscombe, senior, getting some action tonight and making that tackle. 2nd down and 8 for Spring Hill, and they have not gone away from their offense. They keep running that zone read. They have had some success, moved the chains a couple of times, 1st down, but it's hanging on to the football and negative plays that have been their problem. And that Buckeye defense has been responsible for that. Here's around the left-hand side. They're going to hand that one. That's going to be a quarterback keeper around the left side. He breaks it to the 40, and he's in the open field, and, boy, he gets run down by Will Henderson, tackled at the 30. And that's got to be the longest play from scrimmage that Spring Hill has had in several weeks as they flip the field on the Buckeyes all the way down to the 29. They're going to credit Jeremiah Noble with that tackle. And I hope that was Jeremiah because, no, that was Webb. That was Brendan Webb, number 15 from his corner position, running down the Spring Hill quarterback. Flipping the field on the Buckeyes, 7:36 left to play in this 3rd quarter. Longest play from scrimmage so far tonight off the quarterback keeper on the option. 1st and 10 inside the Buckeye 30. They're going to hand off up the middle, and that's going to be good for about a 3-yard gain. And a host of Buckeyes in on that tackle. Picking up 3 yards.
7. So they're looking at 2nd and 7. Ball spotted on the 26-yard line. And Spring Hill in I guess the best field position they've had tonight.
Very much. Deepest penetration for sure. As they are knocking on the door of the red zone for the Buckeyes, who are looking for another turnover and keeping the drip and the jerseys undefeated and unscored on
Quarterback
so far.
is in the shotgun. One back in the backfield. Motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper and bad decision. He falls forward for gain maybe a yard, and that's going to bring up.
And we got a flag.
Flag on the play. Not sure who that's going to be against, unless it was either a late hit on the Buckeyes or holding against Spring Hill. We'll have to find out what it was.
This may be an after contact play that is going to turn 3rd and 7 for Spring Hill into 3rd and 22. We will see what the call is, but I think this is going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Plays over. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 63 offense.
Yep.
And it is.
Yeah. Number 63 on Spring Hill, 15-yard penalty, and that hurts. Because that is going to back them way up on 3rd down, and that was their best field penetration, like you said, Todd, of the night.
Yeah, he and Braylon Ward have been going at it all night, even on the Tyson Wilson interception. Number 63 looked up Braylon Ward, number 44, and kind of gave him a blindside hit away from the officials.
There's another flag on the play. So this is making me think there may be some jawing going on.
Oh, there definitely is.
And I just don't know. I hope it's not on our side.
Yeah, the head coach for Spring Hill is out here to talk
to number 63 again.
With some vicious.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 63 again. He just cost his team. He just got kicked out of the game, cost his team 30 yards, and he's out. So he was evidently down there running his mouth, and these refs are wet and they're cold, and they are not in the mood. Let me tell you. They're like, you're done. Go sit in the bus.
The quarterback flipped the field for Spring Hill, and then the offensive tackle, number 63, flipped it back. As a 47-yard gain was 30 yards negated, and it's 3rd down and forever. Spring Hill needs the Buckeye 20-yard line. They're snapping this from their own 44.
Well, now they got their backup in, and so that's going to hurt them on that offensive line. Rolling to the right side, looking to pass, throws across the middle, intercepted. Number 15, Brandon Webb, coming down the sideline, dodging tackles, finally drug down around the 20 or 18-yard line. And that was a nice job there by Webb. And that young man, throwing across his body with a wet football. It's not a good idea.
Yeah. That was, let's put it, Jeff, that was the worst play for one play in statistically probably in Spring Hill's entire season. They went backwards 30 yards and threw an interception without snapping the ball.
In their deepest penetration of the night.
After the best play, it was their worst play.
All
First and 10 Buckeyes inside the 20.
And in the on the 19. Fakes the handoff to Brinkley.
Ooh.
And that pass was intended for Wilson, and it was incomplete. They were jumping on it like it was backwards.
That was not a backwards pass.
That was a forward pass.
Yeah, they're spotting that as if it were a backward pass, which I don't think it was.
No, he threw the ball. He threw the ball forward. So that is just an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it should be. But again, like we got cold and wet officials who really just want to get on their own bus and go home with 5:34 left to play in the third quarter.
No kidding.
They're calling that a catch.
The pass was ruled as completed. Good fumble. Recovered by Gilmer. Second down.
Okay,
wow.
Recovered by Gilmer.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see that happen either.
Well, they called it a catch. And
so we went backwards about 9 yards.
Yeah.
So that's okay. 2nd and 19 for the Buckeyes. 5:23 left to play in the third quarter. Empty backfield. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper, room to run, bounces out to the left side. Picking up blockers downfield and enough for a touchdown. And you can thank Kevion Brinkley for going downfield and picking up the key block on that one.
Absolutely.
That absolutely set Caden Tennyson free for the end zone.
Fabulous job with Kiki there, and he's had such a great 2 weeks. Touchdown here tonight on a carry, but unselfishly blocking downfield for his quarterback. And that was the perfect call in that defense, going empty set and getting those downfield blocks. Also very well set up by Caden. And touchdown Buckeyes, 46-0, extra point left to come with 5:10 left, and I think we should just run clock, Jeff.
It's time to run the clock and let everybody go home. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good. We'll be right back after these messages.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Back to Jeff Traylor Stadium. 5:06 left to play in the third quarter. Gilmer 47, Spring Hill 0. Spring Hill having a rough year this year. Remember, Buckeyes picked 69-point favorites in this game.
And they may get
tonight.
To that yet, Jeff. We still got a whole fourth quarter to play, and a lot of young and talented Buckeyes that are itching to get in the game. And that was a great block. I got to just credit number 24. Kevion did such a fantastic job. You called it out, Jeff, on that block, and then a great setup there by Caden Tennyson on the quarterback draw for the touchdown for the Buckeyes. Here is the kick, and it is
like an onside kick, and it was a short pooch kick, like went 10 yards.
And that was Amara Arona that did the kickoff there. I'm not sure he tried to do that. I think
it might have been supposed to be a regular pooch kick.
I think it was supposed to be a regular pooch kick that didn't have enough pooch on it.
Yeah.
It was.
And so from anybody sitting on Spring Hill side, they're like, why did they just do an onside kick when they got 47-0?
It's called wet football, and we didn't mean to.
Yeah. Backup kicker, wet football.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's the only time that you'll use the words backup in the same sentence for Amara Arona, for sure, is from a kicking standpoint, because he is your all-state linebacker, and Jeff, probably instinctually, pound for pound, one of the best football players we've ever had here in Gilmer, especially defensively. Boy, we're going to miss a lot of these guys. Last game is a senior here in Jeff Traylor Stadium, and they are making a statement in the new uniforms tonight.
All right, handoff up the middle. Ball's going to be good for about a 3-yard carry there.
Shadow of Buckeye territory at the 49-yard line, and these Buckeyes, especially the seniors, getting their last appearance here in Jeff Traylor Stadium, which is a special thing.
I remember my last game in this stadium, and it was a rough night, to be honest with you. It was a little, of course, it was our very last game. We didn't go to the playoffs that year, and it was tough, and it's weird to watch my son play in his last game down there on the field right now at linebacker in the same stadium. Much nicer stadium now, but same stadium.
Reverse that goes nowhere.
And, that
actually
went nowhere.
backwards, and guess who on the tackle? Amaro Arona for
Amaro
a 2-yard
Arona.
loss. And that didn't fake out the dude that made the tackle for sure. As we go backwards for Spring Hill, 3rd down and 8 now, back to the Buckeye, or back to the Spring Hill 48-yard line. But Jeff, here's the cool part about playing your last game at Jeff Traylor Stadium. It kind of means you're halfway through the season. I tell you.
Well, I hope that's right. I hope we have 7 more.
These Buckeyes have played a lot of football over the last 2 years, and it shows as they are a very seasoned football team full of a lot of seniors, and we'll miss them all, but they're not done yet. 3rd and long for Spring Hill now.
All right, handoff up the middle, fullback. Good for maybe a couple of yards. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Big number 40, Connor Dunn, senior, in on that tackle. And Spring Hill's going to punt the ball, and the ever-dangerous Mr. Amara Hamilton is back deep. And he has had a couple of good returns tonight already, as that's normally the duties of the All-State MVP, Ro Fluellen back there, who is just kind of a spectator tonight. But he is proud of what his classmates have done so far. 47-0 on the scoreboard tonight. A few minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Blocked!
Got a block.
Guess who? Amaro Arona scoops it up himself and recovers it. Oh, he doesn't. He thought he wanted to score so bad.
Yeah,
Jeff.
he did. He did.
He went to scoop it up. He does block the punt and sets up the Buckeyes 1st and 10 from the Spring Hill 48. And he is getting congratulations from his teammates who said, man, you had that one. All you got to do is pick it up and go score. And he tried his best, but like wet football, and how do you not ever keep your feet
sliding
under you?
around?
Turns over on downs.
So Buckeyes have great field position after the block punt. Ball's going to be spotted on the 27-yard line of Spring Hill. And they're going to hand it off to Brinkley up the middle. And Brinkley lowers his head, and you can hear that hit all the way up here in the press box.
He ran over number 55.
He did, all the way down to the 15-yard line, and you can hear those pads all the way up here.
Yeah, that was a pop.
1st down.
As Kiki can lower his shoulder and lay a lick, and he certainly did. He's outweighed by the middle linebacker, number 55, probably by 40 or 50 pounds, but it did not matter. He had mass times force equals acceleration on that one.
We got motion from Hamilton. They're going to hand it off to Hamilton. He's going to cut up the middle and all the way back across the field, and a big block by the quarterback will allow him to score.
There's a flag.
We got a flag on the play. I have no idea if it must have been holding. That's the only thing I can think. But your Caden Tennyson threw a great block as Webb.
Oh my goodness!
What did they call that?
They call a blindside block, which is
was Caden? They threw it on then.
Against Caden.
Oh, that was a great block.
No, that is a perfectly.
Oh man, they're just. Yeah, man, they're going to take that great block away from Caden. Somebody at home rewind that and tell me if that was a blindside block.
Yeah, just because you don't turn around doesn't mean it's the guy blocking his fault. As it was the block that
was clean. I disagree with that call.
I do too.
I respectfully disagree because I appreciate the officials and being out there in the rain to help call this football game. They deserve us to show them a little respect, but. Man, I thought that was a clean block.
Yeah, let's find a way to get number 10 the ball again.
Empty backfield. They're going to throw the ball. Here's the snap. And it is caught out in the flats and going to get into the 10-yard line. I can't tell who that is yet. That was Webb. 15. That was Webb who was denied the touchdown.
Connor Dodd out there blocking for him on the outside, but Brennan reached out and made that catch. Wet football and all for a 5-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with Cade. It's the first time I've got to see him throw a ball in the rain.
Yeah, Caden's done a good job.
He is really throwing the ball well, considering he's throwing a wet. If you've never thrown a wet football, it's not easy.
It's not easy to just take
And then we got a fumble on the play. The handoff was intended for Brinkley. And again, just a wet ball. Both sides tonight struggling with fumbles.
I think Kiki got back on that football. Good hustle. Bring up 3rd and 5, and most importantly, give the Buckeyes another crack at this with 22 seconds left in this third quarter, leading 47-0. Let's see if the Buckeyes find a way here on this last play of the third quarter. They put it in the north end zone, and these seniors
rain's picking up big time.
Down. It is coming down.
And so this is probably going to be another handoff here to Brinkley. Handoff, Brinkley up the middle, running north and south, inside the 5, down to the 4, maybe the 3. Nice run there by Brinkley.
It'll be
and that is the end of the third quarter. Finally, 47-0 the score with 1 quarter left to play. We'll be right back to wrap up this game tonight against Spring Hill.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
All right, folks, we're back to Jeff Traylor and our official replay, meaning Les Morris rewound it at home.
Well,
says that it looked like a great block. So, Les, you're officially our instant replay guy, and thank you for that. I told you it was a good block.
Yeah, well, if
I think
Les
the refs,
says so, you can take it to the bank.
If Lef says it, you can write it down. I'll tell you.
What is special
That's
shout out?
a man of integrity.
Absolutely. Special shout out to Big Brother Les and to Mr. Rex, too, listening tonight.
Here's the snap. Rolling to his right, looking to pass. They tried to get it to Bell, and it was just overthrown. Again, wet ball.
Wet ball.
And they are bringing in the big 44. Please throw it to him. Put him in. They're going to listen. They're going to slide Braylon Ward, our nose guard, big number 44, close to 300 pounds. They're going to put him at tight end. And please
throw him the ball.
Release it. Let him release and throw him the ball.
They're
probably going to run behind him here, but I'd rather see them throw it to him. I will lose it if they do. They're going to hand it to Brinkley, and it looked like he got a touchdown, but yep. And there's another Buckeye touchdown.
Kiki
With
scores
a full quarter left, it's already 53.
Yeah, they said 69, Jeff. Those guys kind of know what they're talking about.
Well, if it wasn't raining tonight, it could be 169.
It would have been bad. But
well, and our coaches are going to pull up. I mean, they're already playing a lot of other folks.
But the uniforms are doing good, Jeff, so far. The drip.
We play pretty well in these uniforms.
Yeah, we do okay. I'm liking how the results look. And here's the extra point is up and good. And that is Arona on the extra point. And 11:13 left in the fourth quarter, 54-0. Your score. We'll be right back after these messages.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
All right, we are back, and we need to remind everybody that the Gilmer Drama Club is going to be presenting Cinderella, and they have several showings. I think they have 3 showings, and that's coming up here in a couple of weeks, so check your listings, check the website, Gilmer Buckeyes website, and make sure that you come out and support. These guys do a great job with these major productions, And they're going to be doing Cinderella. So if you want to see a great play, your daughter's in it. Eric Conance's daughter's in it. What does she play in Cinderella?
She's one of the stepsisters.
One of the stepsisters. Fantastic. Well, so make sure you come and check that out. Support the drama class here. And they're going to fair catch right there as the Buckeyes make their way down the field. And
Catches at the 31-yard line.
so here comes Spring Hill trying to get something going. 1 quarter left.
Thank
if
you.
the Buckeyes hang on to if the Buckeyes hang on to this scoreless game, if they keep Spring Hill to 0 tonight. You remember several games they've had them at 0 all the way through, and then the last couple of minutes of the game, the other team scores, and these boys get so mad because they're supposed to get a T-shirt when they get a shutout. They haven't been able to get the T-shirt yet because usually the last couple of minutes somebody squeaks a score in on them. So they're going to try really hard to not do that tonight.
Well, and they're in the new jerseys and want to keep those new jerseys pristine. Let's call it pristine with the new drip because they want to wear them again. So 1st and 10, Spring Hill's going to hand off up the middle.
And it is just immediately taken down with number 50 again, who had the great tackle there on the kickoff.
Yeah, both 50 and 40 in on that tackle for the Gilmer Buckeyes. That's
Cameron
Brown and Connor Dunn teaming up for just a 1-yard gain. And the clock is going to tick under 10 minutes. Gratefully, as the rain just keeps coming down.
Oh my gosh, it does.
2nd and long for Spring Hill, snapping this at their own 31-yard line. They're going to give this one with the end
handoff around the side, and Braden Rash, from his linebacker position, grabs a hold of him and throws him out of bounds. Nice defensive play by Rash.
Yeah, scraping exactly like you're coached up to do. And that is a inside handoff slot man. As soon as he puts his foot in the ground and cuts upfield, he runs into number 26 and gains maybe a half-yard 3rd down, and let's call it 8 here for Spring Hill. The clock cannot tick fast enough for Spring Hill fans in attendance.
It's a long, nasty bus ride home when you're wet and got beat this bad. Handoff up the middle.
Quarterback
keeper.
Good for maybe 3 yards. Going to bring up 4th down and 4. And we will see what Spring Hill elects to do here.
You got nothing to lose here. I mean, what do you, at this point, might as well go for it, right?
You don't run toward the line of scrimmage and punt it.
It's going to be 4th and 4. They're going to go for it. First time tonight, they're going for it on 4th down. Buckeyes are stunting. They sent their linebackers up. Braden Rash comes up in the gap. And they are able to stop them.
Turnover on downs.
So turnover on downs there.
And in comes number 18 for the Gilmer Buckeyes. That's Jaden Edmond, the junior quarterback. And let me tell you something, Jeff, he is very capable himself as the backup quarterback for the Buckeyes. Lots of young bucks in for this 4th quarter. 1st and 10 from the Spring Hill 38. They got a short field for sure. Braden Rash in at running back. They're going to hand this off on the jet sweep, and I think that is number 4, Bowman.
Number 4, Bowman.
We'll pick up maybe 5 yards on that play.
Bowman on the jet sweep.
Boy, it is just pouring down rain.
It is just coming down.
It is just miserable.
It is.
21 offense. 10 yards on the spot of the foul.
We got a penalty on number 21 on the offense. Going to back us up 10 yards.
Yeah, that's Mr. Hackett, Demarion, getting called for, I guess, a hold.
10-yard variety. That must be a hold. So the Buckeyes now looking at 1st and 17. Rash in at tailback. There's a snap. Handoff to Rash up the middle. Found a seam. Good for about back to the original line of scrimmage. That's about a 10-yard run. 9-yard run.
Cuts that in half, that 18-yard First down to the sticks, now second down and 9. Picks about half of the needed yardage up inside the 40. It's a nice little run and a nice hole that he had. Boy, it's nice to see a nice hole. He hasn't had that experience very often this year.
Fakes the handoff. Nope, Rash again around the left side. This time he's going to get the first down. Cuts up field and dragged out of bounds after about 14 yards.
Move the chains. It's a good run and a great vision there by Braden, as that just opens up off to his left side. He puts his foot in the ground and takes off around the left end, and there is nobody home for Spring Hill. And he moves the chains by himself after a 1st and 18. 9-yard run and then about a 15-yard run. He's going to stay in the game with Edmond in at quarterback.
He hadn't had his turn into a touchdown tonight, so he wants one pretty bad, I'm sure. Handoff again. Braden cuts back to the left side again, throws a little stiff arm. Maybe gets a yard.
Stays inbounds, keeps the clock running, and we're under 6 minutes left to play in this game.
He was trying to talk me into when we were doing senior night a while ago, running and sliding on our bellies to the at the camera. And I elected not to.
I'm surprised it did.
I literally thought about it, but I had a new program, a senior program in my hand. I didn't want to ruin it. Would have been a great memory, though. All right, 2nd and 9. Handoff to Rash again. Right side. Comes around the corner. Not much there. And they strung that one out well to the sideline.
No flags. And boy, the referees, you got to hand it to them. They have trudged literally through this on referee appreciation night. They didn't even want to take the picture with both head coaches before the game because it was raining. And boy, is it coming down now, Jeff. It is pouring rain.
It is pouring down. 3rd and 10. Number 29 in now, running back. Up the middle, number 18 on the quarterback draw. Gets it right at the first down marker. Not sure if they're going to give it to him. I think they're going to call it 4th and 1. And it is raining harder than it has all night, and that's saying something.
So it is pouring, folks. If you are still with us, kudos to you as we get a good shot against the lights there. And whoever's praying for rain to go, look that person up because they got a direct line to the Lord. It's working. 4th and 1 for the Buckeyes.
Handoff up the middle, 29. Going to scamper to the end zone for the score.
Second touchdown for the young sophomore, Alex Sims. He got one last week, and he gets another one this week. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Stretch this. Oh, we got a flag down. Surprise, surprise. As a scoring play for the Buckeyes, you should just probably look for flags. As we will see what the call is here. That is going to go a flag at the goal line.
Holding. Number 46 offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Result of the play, still a first down.
Still going to give the Buckeyes a first down. As that hold was at the goal line. They called that one against Stone Bates, senior wide receiver. But nevertheless, first down Buckeyes. Braden goes back in the game. Jeff, he may have his touchdown yet.
Well, we'll see.
Still able to get a first down at the 2, but the Buckeyes would like to just go ahead and score.
Handoff. Up the middle, Braden Rash. Nothing there. They are all over him.
Well, they stunted straight to that one. It's going to be no gain. But more importantly, the clock keeps running. 3:26 left to play, 54-0. Your score already. The experts, Jeff, predicted a 69-point victory for the Buckeyes. That's 68 more than they really needed tonight, as the Black Flag defense played outstanding as usual, especially in these conditions. And yeah, I tell you what, you got to hand it to all these kids as well as they've executed with the wet football. You know, this may be a preparatory game for the playoffs. I hope we don't see this weather again.
All right, here's the snap, handoff. Braden Rash there on They've got complete penetration at this point. It's that whole run out the clock routine, and everybody knows where the ball's going. And
yeah, 4 against 1 is not great odds when you're a running back in the backfield, and you look up to find 4 navy blue jerseys looking in the face. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Buckeyes. 2:25 left to play, so we will run another play, and I assume this will be a running play as well.
3rd and long, 3rd and 15 for the Buckeyes. They're going to run a jet sweep, and that's going to be tripped up for a loss of about 3 yards and bring up 4th down.
That's number 21 on the carry for the Buckeyes. On that is Demarion Hackett, junior wide receiver, running the jet sweep. And 4th and 20, and we get more lightning. And the referees are going to say, run the clock, and let's get out of here. The Buckeyes are going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, they're just trying to eat up as much clock as they can here.
Referee's going to stop it.
Hand off to Braden once again, up the middle. And he's drugged down around the 20 or 17-yard line. That'll be turnover on downs for Spring Hill with 1:23. And hopefully they just don't stop the clock, period, and this will be the end of it.
Yeah, clock is running. And maybe one more play as the referee is going to say,
I don't think
look,
they'll
guys,
shake hands tonight or anything. They're just going to say, get to the bus.
Yeah.
They're going to say, get out of here, guys.
Clock running under 1 minute now, and they're saying reset the game clock.
There is a lot of water falling in this stadium right now. Buckeyes with a decisive victory tonight over Spring Hill, 54-0 with 45 seconds left. This will be their first shutout this semester if they can hang on for the next 39 seconds.
Boy, I don't even want to think about it.
I don't either. I don't even want to think about it.
Hopefully this is the last play. Spring Hill counting the number of guys and saying, look, we've only got 10 men on the field, Coach. Coach says run the play anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Hand off to the fullback. Moves up field, gets good yardage.
And the 11th player jogged onto the field, and the referee's like, I'm not throwing the flag for nothing.
10 seconds left, folks. That is going to be the last play of the game. Buckeyes win 54-0 on this senior night. This is the last game in Buckeye Stadium for the season. We've got Pittsburgh next week in Pittsburgh. And then from there, it's playoff time, folks. So another big Buckeye victory, and they look sharp in their new orange gear. They're going to shake hands at midfield, and everybody's going to get out of here really quick tonight. So
wet, but with a T-shirt.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us tonight, folks. We appreciate you tuning in, as always, supporting the Buckeyes. For those of you still listening, we will see you next week from Pittsburgh. Good night.